Whoops. Hey, everyone. Look at that. There you go.
Your repurposed freighter drifts through space. As you stare out at the star-flecked void, another ship comes in. Wait, is this sci-fi? I thought we agreed on a World War II campaign. Oh, did we? That's cool. I can pivot. The smell of smoke curdles in your nostrils. Hold up, I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse campaign.
Everyone's doing well.
Alright, here's what we're doing. It's the year 3700. Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena plague abandoned nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, three strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job.
There we go.
Stream 2 of 6.
Yeah. It's big week. There we go.
Yeah. What am I doing here?
A story once spoken is ageless. The dungeon imagined without end. The curious are the ones most courageous. The tree that endures has to bend. From stillness the mad mage is stirring. From countless voices the castle takes shape. Zagig will test the enduring. Those unlucky will never escape.
What's up, Greg? Well, you're gonna like what I'm wearing. I'm gonna change some mojo. This will be a good one for you and your crew because we're going to go over some things we haven't gone over these in a while. Lots of places to go for ideas, discussion, and talking points. And yeah, it's a good one. Some legends. Giveaway is up and running. Got here.
POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my ready set encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter. POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my Ready Set Encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter.
Okay, why isn't that button working? Thanks, man. Since our stream, the troller thing, that's jumped like 30 something, 35 to $40,000. Yeah, 35, I think, yeah, so, yep. Touch. Hello, hello. Thank you. One I did not include in the list, so I'm gonna do that. That'll be easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. One second here. Probably not a good idea to do it while I'm streaming, but I did, so. 1 second here. Yeah, they keep on coming to mind. Like, oh my gosh, I forgot that one. should be on any minute. Going here and alrighty. All right. What's up, Anna? I'm fired
Good.
up. I need to break their mojo. They went from 3-0 in the series to 3-2, and game 6 is big tonight, so I'm gonna wear this. Gonna wear it.
Here you
Why
go.
not? Change it up. Change it up the mojo here. Mike will get a kick out of it too. So yes. Like the shirt, Mike. I rarely wear.
Hello.
I rarely wear my sports team shirts on stream, but I think I need to tonight. So yes. Hopefully I'll change up some mojo. So yeah, tonight. So stream 2 of 6. Yeah, lots of fun. Coming. Oh, you know what? I got to go to this screen and I got to do this because even I preset it and it didn't work. Yeah, my God, I hate when it does that. So we go to 2. There we go. All right. Yes. All right. So look at that. 486. It was just at 485. Wow. So like from our stream last night till now, it's added 35,000 at least. I think it was more than that, almost 40,000. So
Okay.
we did a good
Wow.
job. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, well, I gotta wear the orange and black, Bone. It's it got some desperation time here. We don't want to go to game 7, as you probably do. So there you go. But yeah. So they're gonna. My guess is that they're gonna crash a 500,000 pretty easily, and we'll go from there. So thank you all for the support from that stream yesterday. That was a lot of fun. We're doing classic D&D reprints tonight, so that's already going. Yeah, I got a whole bunch here. By the way, freaking the rates went up again on my pre-done second day priority mail I do. It's insane. I mean, how much that's going up. It's nuts. Thanks, long shot. But just not for me bitching. Yeah, it's getting nuts. I mean, I think it's $11.16 now. I went from 10.30 to 11.16. Just absorb the cost in. All right, so there we go. They are on their way, along with a lot of other things. So tonight, resources.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did this like 101 or 102. One was resources, and the other one was a whole bunch of bloggers on that right after that. So it's been a long time, and there's other resources. And we're gonna bounce it around, go over some of them, go to their sites, go to their blogs. If you guys want to recommend some, I already told Anna and Mike I'm not promoting any rival
What? It's the
YouTube
same network.
channels.
They're not rivals. They're colleagues. Meaning other people who do Greyhawk maps. They're not my rivals.
Stop it,
They're
Anna. Eric
people who.
Tenkar is a rival.
No, I don't see it that way.
Yeah, well, he has to do Greyhawk anyway, so yes.
Meaning, I don't see it as rivalry. I see it as part of the community. We
No.
might disagree on how to interpret Greyhawk and stuff and how to play the game. Yeah, but they're still adding to the variety of ways you can play.
Well, I really want to thank his participation in all of 8 of our fundraisers. Oh, that's right. He's done none. So there's
Well,
you
it
understand what I'm
doesn't
saying?
have to. It's
Yeah.
good that we do. It will be better if more do, but yeah, did
but
them. Yeah.
I'm not we're here to share with the community with all the stuff that we have, the knowledge base we have. Let's see where it goes. How's that sound?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I recently bought something for 500. Want to return it, ship $300 shipping on $500 purchase. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
insane. That's insane.
Well, wait until you go to a place like Australia or something.
Yeah, I can't even
It's-
imagine that. That shipping is crazy. So just I'll do as many that I can mail out as possible still, like I always do. But it's just like shipping. Like BB, I got yours out from last week. It was it's crazy. Shipping to Canada is insane, but I did it. So all right, Mike, your thoughts on this because you got your sites included on this. It's right there.
My thoughts is I didn't understand the assignment,
Oh,
so I'm going in blind on this one.
Well, you know,
Or I'll just have
No,
to
this is very
follow
open-ended,
along.
and yeah, meaning what it's
Yeah.
supposed to
open.
what you need and what
Yeah.
you yeah.
There's going to be a lot of them scrolling through.
Hmm.
So the ones I can think of, a lot of bloggers, a lot of websites, general sites.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, a lot of good ones. So we got a lot of fans that really put in a lot of hard work out there and do some really good content. So you know, yeah, winging it's always good. So this is one where, you know, there's not a lot of book prep, right? Not a lot of book prep for it. But
Hmm.
some of them go way back. Some of them go way back, and some of them we may be going to multiple times, I think, in this discussion. So, what is your oldest memory of a resource that you used?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I
now,
know
oh, you want to
mine.
go back? You want to go back that far? For me, I
Yeah.
think it was the someone I didn't have AOL in Sweden, or the whatever the precursor to that was a site that was only uh, you dialed up within the US. It was kind of not on the internet, but it was kind of internet in the early 90s or like 90, we talking 93, 92, 90, something like that when the World Wide Web was barely invented. But someone made an internet portal to that. I forgot what the you are. That was the first resources I did. Plus the mailing list that was on
Oh,
early
okay.
that Gary Julian had, the Greyhawk or whatever it was called, mailing list. Might still exist. I'm not sure. I don't get any emails anymore, so I don't think I even have that email that I was on that email list on early on. But so those were the earliest resources I used online, so to speak. That wasn't published like Dragon Magazine or published stuff from TSR. That was the really early days, and now we're talking 93-ish, 94 maybe, something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
early days
92,
when
90, yeah.
when you had a 9600 baud modem minimum or a DSL connection, finally, you were able
Oh yeah,
to.
DSL came like that was years later, but thanks to work, we had a good line, so I've always
Cool.
had good internet before internet was even publicly available, so to speak.
How about you, Mike?
Well, are we talking just the internet era here?
No,
Yeah, the earliest,
anything.
yeah, not something that that was a book or that TSR
Oh,
put out, anything like that, but something a third party
yeah,
did. I know mine.
third party.
Yeah, and I just wanted to see what would happen if I did a web
Those.
search on
That
it.
was a roll aids.
Well, roll aids were cool.
The most
Yeah,
the most unfortunate, they were so unlucky with the name. They chose the name roll aids, and then AIDS epidemic came
yeah.
around,
Well, that's
and
true. I didn't even think
yeah,
about that. Oh my
yeah,
gosh, yeah.
that
Wow.
was sad because they were that for its time they were good. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I forgot what company made
Yeah.
them, but yeah.
another one you
I,
could say, if you went way back, Mike, would be, and Dale would agree 100% on this one, is you know, all the old stuff done, like, you know, City State of the Invincible Overlord, and oh my God, my brain shut off on the company. Oh my God, am I getting that old? Thracia and Dark Tower. Oh my God, who did them all? Oh my, has someone help me?
Talking
Uh,
about Judges Guild.
Judges Guild, yeah, Judges Guild. Thanks, Moose. My God,
yeah, Moose was there too. So yeah,
Judges Guild
thank
stuff.
you, Moose.
Judges Guild.
I here's a bold admission. I knew nothing about Judges Guild probably until we got into the streaming community.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
I got to know about them probably about 10 years after the early 90s, like 10 years after they came out, or like 10, 12 years after. They were things that
Very nice.
I saw when we started order stuff
Mm,
for the game store I was part owner
yeah,
from the
yeah.
Armory. I saw them in the Armory's listing of things,
If they
Ah,
and
were
we took
advertised in
some
the
stuff. Yeah,
pages of Dragon magazine, I may have
yeah,
like
they were. Yeah,
heard of
but
it,
yeah,
but I've like with my own hands, I
yeah,
don't think I've ever touched a Judges
yeah,
Guild product.
and
hotness.
we had a contact at the armory. I forgot his name now. I think it was Ben that worked there, and I called him like quarterly or something, and he recommended some of this stuff, and so we got some of this shipped. I didn't, since it wasn't Greyhawk, I didn't include it in my collection, but I remember that was the first time I saw any of that.
All right, so I got some stories about the armory.
Yeah.
The armory was off of 695, off Reisterstown Road. Now, if you
Okay.
remember, like 15 years ago, all those riots in Baltimore, that was right there. That was right there where the army used to be. Okay. We in the 80s, they would let you go in to the warehouse and pull stuff out of the bins and buy stuff right there. So you could add, and I think it was limited to groups of 4. So we would take road trips down to the armory and just look
Oh.
for obscure things.
Yeah, because that was just like a long
It's
warehouse
a huge
thing. Yeah, it
warehouse
was
with
not a
dice.
because I saw pictures back then.
Yeah.
It sent pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
miniatures, all sorts of things. So we'd get we'd find a lot of the old unseen BattleTech minis were in there. Like that's where I got all the Marauders, Marauder 2s, because they were just in the bins. And we knew they were unseens back then. We're talking, I'm gonna say 88 is the first, maybe 86 was the first time we went down there. 86, I
That's
think.
when we ordered from them. I think we started
Yeah.
order from them in 85, and then we went on there to probably about a bit into the early 90s, like 92 or something like that. But I don't know what happened to them, but
No,
and
they
I
just went
kind of
under. They were just a
yeah,
big distributor. So
yeah,
I
exactly.
had a lot of I got every one of my Battle Technology magazines there. They were just in stacks. And I was like, oh my God, BattleTech number 1, 2, all the way through to like 18. Got all those Battle Technology magazines I have downstairs there from there. I also got all the Underworld Publishing games, including one that's on my wall, Harbinger of Darkness. They were all from the armory. Yeah, that was a pretty cool place. I never bought dice there. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. They had a lot of like 2-sided, 3-sided, 6-sided dice.
30 D30. They were the ones that because
They
they
had the
always said
D30s. Yes, they
exactly,
did.
because when we got a shipment like
Yep,
quarterly
they
or
had the
something, we
D30. We
got a
did get
box,
D30s there. You're
and
right.
they always
Yeah.
send the D30 magazine. I think I still have a D30 magazine somewhere
Oh,
with
wow.
one D30 because they made D30. They had some sort of
We still
patent
use
or
ours,
whatever.
Dennis.
So they were always promoting the D30 magazine, whatever, and they sent one D30 and one magazine saying, please, you get a special discount and whatever. But I don't think we actually
It was
got more of
great.
the magazine.
That was a great trek down there because it was only like 2 hours from here. So that was thanks, Eleanor. About 70 months. Awesome. That was a wonderful, wonderful trek down. It was a great road trip during the day. We go down there. It was fun. It was a fun day. One-sided dice. There are such things, believe it or not. Yep. So for me, I did a search and I got something that because it doesn't exist anymore. So when the web ring first came out, the site that caught my eye was Hootie's Underground. Does anyone remember Hootie?
Okay.
So I typed in
Now I
ground
do.
web ring Hootie's Underground. He had a big picture of the Temple of Elemental Evil. And when you went to his site, he had music on his site. And it was cool, all sorts of music. And then he had all these links. He had also the link to Laimi Kukumi, the woman who had all the heraldry separated from Greyhawk.
Yeah,
from
Linda
Hawaii.
Kukumi. Yeah.
Yeah, she was on there.
She was big into and there was an Anna, I think.
They had
that
the gnome
was,
page. There's a lot of different pages.
Yeah, that was when fantasy cartography came out, and she got big into it, and she was very active on their forum. I think
now when I do it, I
the
get
late
hoodies.
90s,
All I get are hoodies.
early about 2000.
So it's gone. The web ring
yeah.
is dead except for one.
One website, yes. That still looks the same way it did in 1996. So when something like that when he launched it.
And that's Dennis. And we'll get back to Dennis's website. The Twitch teams, what's that? It's not valid. Twitch does not allow public access to Twitch teams. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means here. Wait a minute. If you click Rail Creatives here, click it under my About Followers there. So just go under About Logos on the front page here, and just click on it, and it'll work. It works. It's next to my follower total. It goes to Grab Creatives there. So the Twitch team, yeah. That's weird. Yeah, but you should be able to get right to it by just clicking on that right. Let me just in case you don't know, and it shows all of our who it was HOODY Hooties. Yeah, I talked to him a couple times too, and he had these links, and as over time the links died, So here, I'm gonna have to turn the sound off for a second here, but you come here, and just to show you where it is. All right, so you come here. All right, here's your front page. Come down right here. See this Grab Creators right here? Boom. That takes you right to it. Boom. That takes you right to it. Boom. That takes you right to it. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Enoch. But Hootie's was cool because it had stuff I had never seen before on there, and that was a while. Thank you. Thanks for the hype, everyone. And thanks, Enoch. Yeah, just great. It was a great site, and I was like, "You had music? How'd you do that?" So, I once made an attempt. I had no idea how to program. What was that called? You had to figure SQL. You had to figure out SQL Server. I had no idea what I was doing. I actually took a class in it at college, a night school class to try and figure it out, and I couldn't figure it out. So I never had a web page up. But yeah, so that was a really
I think I
fun
launched my
era.
website in 2004-ish. I think the first one, something like that. I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary Julian was the first one of the Maldin and Gary Julian were the first two that reached
Oh,
out to
that's
me.
awesome.
Yeah, I remember I talked on Skype with Maldin. I think it was in 2004 or
Skype
something
was
like
that
that.
old. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think it was Skype. Yeah, we used, yeah,
Wow.
I think it was Skype. I think it was 2004,
What?
and Gary Julian emailed me roughly about the same time because I had my website up and I had my email there and I started putting maps there and he had just launched Cannon Fire. And I think I was a member on Cannon Fire. No, I was a member on Cannon Fire. When I signed up for it, then he answered me and sent me an email back and say thank you or something like that. These were my first contact with the Greyhawk community or gamers in the US. It was Meldon and
That's awesome to hear.
yeah, and Gary Julian.
When was the AOL chats? When did they start, Mike? Do you remember? What year?
No idea.
They must be late 80s, around 90
really?
or something
Was
like
that,
that.
it was that early?
Oh,
I thought it
around
was
90. No,
90s.
AOL was probably a little bit later, but
Yeah.
there was CompuServe. That was the one I was thinking of before then. Yes.
What would they used to have that called? You'd have your own board up. What was that called? A web
Oh,
board?
MySpace?
No, not a MySpace. You'd have a a site.
BBS's
That's
bulletin
it. You'd
boards.
have
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You'd have that.
BBS's we had, but they were
Yeah.
never in Sweden. They were never big, and they were
Yeah.
everywhere. I don't know. I had friends and colleagues who were very into BBS's back in the 80s, but I never bothered. If I was interested in something, I had people who got it for me, so I was never doing it personally, so to speak. But yeah, I had several friends who were deep into the BBS scenes, and they called everywhere. And then you called into a server, and that server could call other ones. So there were people in Sweden who ran servers, and you paid monthly, and then you can dial up that server and get stuff because most stuff were like. It was text for the most part, and then video games and images and stuff they were tiny. I mean, we're talking kilobytes. A megabyte was enormous back then. So therefore you could so someone could host servers. So that was kind of an informal internet using BBSs that were around in the 80s. And then the internet came around and was only text-based in the beginning because there were no web browsers. So you and that was for years I used
I
the
loved
internet.
Netscape back in the day. I loved Netscape.
Oh yeah, then Netscape came as the first browser, but that was like 5-6 years after the internet came around. So yeah.
The ended when Bell got broken up and all the calling packages ended on phone lines. Yeah, well, a lot of that we've all gone through an iteration of different different
depends
web
on how old we are.
services
So
and
yeah.
things, so well before streaming and all. Yeah,
I remember signing up for the AOL mailing list thing, but never really following it. Like
the only reason I had the AOL was for Neverwinter Nights, and it wasn't the third edition one. It was the Gold Box game. Neverwinter Nights. And yeah, I said the evil Bill hex edited the hell out of it so that he would make plus 256 rings of protection and stuff. And so he got us all banned because he just, because you could easily hex edit the game and pop it in. It was no
You could
security
do
back
that
then.
with a lot of games. I remember
Yeah,
people
those
had
old games. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, AOL, never been able to cancel it. Wow. So, yeah, but that's back in the day. So let's go in some early era, let's do this one I
Yeah.
have. Because this one is embedded in Cannon Fire. Not Cannon Fire, in Greyhawk Online for some reason. And this is Alan Growe's original Grow Dogs Greyhawk page. All right. So if you want this, it's at Greyhawk Online, and you just go to Grow Dogs. Just type in Grow Dog Greyhawk on your web browser, and you'll find it. And this is Alan Growe. Yeah, and so yes,
It's about as old as Malden's.
yeah,
It
yeah,
looks as
Yeah,
old as
they were
Malden's.
yeah, I think I don't I discovered Maldin's first because he reached out to me, but yeah, Alan is they were probably out roughly at the same
yeah.
time.
But
Yeah.
look at the stuff he references here. He talks about dragons with Kunz's Demonic Knights of Doom, and elusive issue 37, which another favorite article, Ed Greenwood's From City of Brass to Dead Arc Pass, the theory and use of gates. The good old days. Yes, they were. So you're going to find some interesting connections here. Most of these links do work. Like here, Gorlog's Greyhawk Compendium. So here you go. Just look at all this stuff. Anagrams. You want to know about who's who? You click on these anagrams. There's a ton of them. Where do you see this? So it tells you Elise Gygax, one of Gary Gygax's daughters, right? So here, yep. Beak Dwenders of Crudel. Beak to Bash, Dwender's Comely Crudel Soft Cooing, created by Gary Gygax. All this really cool stuff. Yep. And you just see who they were, who they were named after, all the way down. Here, El Raja Key talks about even Arohai Sinlu, all of Gygax's children. Yep. And you can find a lot of fun things. These are all early names and early adventures. So, Joydy. Joydy is Heidi Gygax, one of Gary Gygax's daughters. There you go. Keatum is Tom Keogh. Yep. So lots of crazy stuff you find here. Here's a funny one. Loss of sight. Walter Drell, D3. Lack of sight. Also a pun on Len Kafka. Interesting. What's up? Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're doing some old resources tonight, Michael. Old ones. So just to have some fun with it. This one goes as old as Hootie's, as old as Malden's. This is Merlin was Don K. Don K's PC.
Yeah. And Alan's, I wouldn't say old. It's just been around for a long time. He still posts every now and then.
No, not on here. He doesn't post on this one. He posts.
No, but he has a blog that.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This is his old site though. This one is on. This one he doesn't. So yeah. So look at this. Tasha. All right.
Yeah.
Per Gary Gygax, Tasha was a very young girl, a D&D fan who wrote her first letter to me in crayon. She suggested the laughter spell, so her name was used in the version I created based on her suggested details. Stuff that you're never going to know anywhere else. Alan's got
it's kind of cute and cool to know what how these things came about in the real world, so to speak.
Vecna is named after Jack Vance.
Yep.
Yep. Just Jack Vance is a favorite fantasy author for Gary Gygax. Yep. Wamtham, Tom Wham, who's still around. Yep. So there you go. Also, tons of. All right. So there's a really good one here. Let me see if it's on this page. Greyhawk Tribes, Greyhawk Tournament Scenario History. Look at this. I mean, you want to go somewhere. This is where I think a lot of people are data mining what adventures are still out there that we don't have, right? Like here, Michigan 5, 1976, University of Detroit. J.G. Turney escaped from Astar's lair.
Whoa.
Yeah. So there's and look, this one you can connect to. This is a Judges Guild, Gen Con 9, Horticultural Hall, published by Judges Guild. 2 adventures from Gen Con, which happened in 1976. So let me see if we can go to it and see what it says. Oh, look at that. There you go, Gen Con 9 dungeon. Jeez. Just great. You can have fun all day looking through this.
Oh yeah.
And they're here,
And when
WinterCon.
it comes to, oh sorry.
I'm sorry, one more. WinterCon 76, Showcant, the original. This is the original. Oh, that one's link is down, unfortunately. Let me check that one. 82. Both of them are not there, unfortunately. But that's the original Showcant. All right, go ahead, Anna.
Yeah, I was going to say, since when you go this far back, then
Yep.
you're talking a more generic D&D rather than specific
Yep.
Greyhawk, and then there are a bunch of other sites too. So I forgot the name of them, but there are lots of stuff that are not as much Greyhawk
Right.
as Allen's and others, but there are many other Greyhawk scholars of back in the day that have collected vast sums of general D&D knowledge. And since they kind of merged together, once you go back into the 70s, there's no big difference between Greyhawk because Greyhawk wasn't published. It was just mashed together. And then a lot of that generic D&D became part of Greyhawk later. So it's good to read that stuff, even if it's only on generic sites, so to speak.
This link is the biggest one of all. This one will link as up to a certain time, Dungeon Magazine Adventures at a Greyhawk. All right, and here we go. Huh. All right, so this is all a bunch of stuff here. Adventures Guild modules set in Greyhawk. So this is the Adventures Guild. This is pre Living Greyhawk. So showing you stuff here. Here's an Eric Mono on Trouble with Darrow. The adventure begins is where it licking product. But here we go to this. Here we go. Here's stuff I don't even know existed. Fantasy World 1. No, just Kuros Treasure. Vortex 8. Hidden Temple of Erythnal. I got it, right? That's the one right there. Shaded's 50, the House in Summoner Court. We've seen that because that was redone in a magazine, first appeared in Earth Journal. So that's where it is. Slayer's Guide to Dragons. Here they all come. Starts at number 10. And these are all the adventures here and the names of them. If you want Greyhawk Adventures, Out of Dungeon, right? And let me show you. Let me see here. I got one right here that I'm working on for. What the hell is it? That I'm working on. I'm gonna mod. It's gonna be modded heavily. Let's see when it comes up.
Road Dog is a Greyhawk historian before D&D historians was a thing.
Yeah. He's a D&D historian specializing in Greyhawk. Because if you ask him about old D&D stuff in general, he's very, very skilled in all of that.
This isn't in there. This is issue 13. This isn't on there. Wow. And we know this is one.
Mm-hmm.
This is issue 13. He missed it. That's funny.
We have to tell him. So
yeah.
he can...
Well, no,
yeah, but
he doesn't have editing on this anymore. So unfortunately, okay.
Oh, meaning it's an orphan.
This is in Greyhawk Online.
Way back.
This is it's linked in Greyhawk Online. That's the only place it's available anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, I always when I find stuff like that, I take a copy into Evernote. I've been doing it for decades. I've been using Evernote for over 20 years. So when I go that, I in there, so I have what is like 14,000 something like that articles in
that's awesome.
in notes in Evernote, so I can search through it. That's the way I find stuff. So I just multiple copies of a lot of them too.
It's a great site. There's so much. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, there's a lot to discover. And that's the fun of it. There's a lot of fun.
Wayback Machine has stuff too, so you can if you search for something, go to the Wayback Machine, and if you know what you're searching for, so to speak, because Wayback Machine has versions of this, especially Living Greyhawk era and some of the old eras are very important for the Wayback. And the Wayback Machine was very thorough back in time because the websites were programmed in a way that they were easy to harvest. They're no longer. A lot of things are behind paywalls and all sorts of protections these days. So it's going to get worse and worse. So now you have to find things when it is posted, like social media and all that
Right.
stuff. But back in the day, it was there for years. And even if the website went down, the Wayback Machine had it and still has it. But new stuff, no. Or newer things that are published today will be harder, so to speak.
Excellent.
So harvest it when you get the chance, so to speak, or save it or whatever you call it, steal it or whatever.
Harvest.
So
Copy it and so you can use it and reference it. They're great tools for that.
I don't know if this is active or not. If there's anything here. Jason Zavoda's Hall of the Mountain King.
Yeah, it's still up as far as I remember.
Yeah.
It was up a few months ago when I checked it last.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's working though.
No, it probably until he probably paid the bill for the website, and then when that expires, they probably have a grace period, and then it's gone.
Yeah. Well, no, this is once again, it's on Greyhawk Online link, and there's
Oh
nothing
yeah,
here.
because Kit tried to take a lot of stuff and put it under.
Yeah. So
Under
well,
that.
I wanted to. Yeah. So Jason
Yeah.
Zavoda is, I don't know, 4 years ago he passed.
I think
It's a
so.
sad
Yeah.
story. Jason was lost a
Yeah.
leg due to diabetes and stuff, and he lived in Delaware. He didn't live that far from me, and we hadn't heard from him for a couple months. So Gary
Yeah.
Hooligan said, "Here's Gary." Gary Hooligan said, "In your travels, can you swing by?" And I had his address. And I went by his house, and there was no one there. And there was all these packages on the outside. And I said, "Gary, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, but it doesn't look good." And so he he had passed, and none of us had known about it. So you think that's in a blog spot? Is that where it is?
I mean, that's active.
Okay, let me go there then. All right, 1 second here. Let me go. Let me link it off the Twitch page here. So Jason had the first real archive, the Zavoda archive, right? There we go. Good job, Mike. Good job. Awesome. All right, here's Hall of the Mountain King. It's on Blogspot, everyone. And his last post was 2020.
I think he moved it from wherever he had it before he moved
Exactly.
it on
He had it
Blogspot.
and then yeah, but he didn't move everything, I think, but he moved a lot of things. So that's the good thing. Blogspot, it will be at least be for the foreseeable future. Hopefully, it will be there without because Blogspot you can get for free, right? You don't have to pay for it.
It's
So,
Google. I don't think they're going anywhere.
No, but Google has a tendency of closing projects all of a sudden. We don't like it anymore, and it's gone.
As you can see from the side here, Jason was active. Like 2019, 297 posts.
Yeah.
So
he was very active the last year he was alive. He was still here. He was very active. He did all those readings together with Sam and stuff too. Yep.
Toronto Owens Minstrel's Tales. He did a lot of. So he loved G1. That was like his favorite adventure of all time. Was G1. So that's why I called the Mountain King. Yeah, a great loss, Gary, 100%. Yeah, Gary, once again, if you want to hop on, you're more than welcome to tonight to discuss. We will be going over Cannon Fire as well. But like here, he did a lot of poetry. He was big on that. Venture Seed, listener to the Sphinx. Really some cool things. He ran what he called Cthulhu Hawk. He loved Call of Cthulhu in his Greyhawk game.
Yeah, he had some ideas in there, and he did some dioramas and stuff over Vogelbunk, I think it was as a city and stuff. So he did a little bit of everything, and he was a big collector and bought and sold old stuff back in the day, and yeah.
Yeah, he kept his making money by buying cheap and selling. Like he bought stuff that was like ultra. He bought like I think all the Gygax stuff from Trollord that was available before.
Yeah, he bought holds of
and held on to it and was selling books for $200 a pop. Yeah, he was pretty smart when it came to that.
Yep, he was.
Yeah, if you didn't know Jason, it's a huge loss. He was a great guy.
Yeah, he had his issues when he was younger. He always said I was angrier then, but he mellowed out and became a more and
Yeah,
more wonderful person the older
yeah,
he got. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And we got along great. And his
Oh,
computer was
me too.
awful.
Yeah.
We had him on the show a fair number of times.
Yeah.
Some old Legends and Lores, you can find him.
Hmm.
Um,
He just had a difficult internet connection and a not too good computer, so there were some technical issues now and then. But when we had him, it was
yeah,
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah. Well, some of us have mellowed there, Gary. Yeah,
Oh yeah, including myself. So
yeah.
I
We've
I
all
can
yeah.
I can
So
sympathize with it. Yeah.
languages, earthly magic charm. He just went through a lot of crazy stuff, and just whatever was on his mind at the time, he would go over and discuss in his blog, and it
Yeah.
was
And he also became more and more research minded, I think,
yep.
later on. In the beginning, he was collector and all that, but at
Yeah,
the end, he wanted to
yeah.
research and put together
Here,
and
historical, the origins of the Horn Society. We should actually use this for what we're doing now, Anna.
yeah, put that link in the chat because everybody is interested in that one.
Yeah.
So copy that link to the
I'm on the other. Yeah, I'm on the other shoot.
yeah, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, copy the
Yeah,
link
that's
and put
right.
it in.
That's right. His he was losing his eyesight, and that was a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, really cool, good guy, who will be missed. And he is missed. So, another great site. So, Mike, where do you want to go? You
I
got
feel
some?
like I've forgotten more sites than
Well, you don't
I
have to go to a
referenced
site.
out.
I mean, how
You
about we?
mentioned
You go.
Greyhawk Online a little while ago, and Greyhawk Online's been around a while too, and it closed down and then came back. My early stuff was on Greyhawk Online.
There you go.
So the Greyhawk Online of today, where Alan Grohe was on there as well, and several others. I don't think they all translated back over to the new Greyhawk Online, but it was just a place to host your website.
Yeah, and
Um,
there's some stuff on here, and
yeah.
I'm not sure where whose links these are, or these you got some. So you got stuff going back. Look, some of the posts go back to 2022 now, as William Henry Dvorak's posting here his so it's not been updated that much. All his specialty priests and fifth edition clerics that he has here. Look, a lot of them are on here, and we got Here's him. Here's Grodog on here. October things that go bop in the night. Rock Rangers, Almond, Smoke Warriors. So there's stuff on here, and I saw one for 2026 here. Heart and Soul, Thrommel and Jolene. I'm not going to read that because I don't want to read anything with Thrommel that's out of my yeah. So who's Isaac the Pale there, Gary? I don't know who that is. So I
He
never.
ran Greyhawk Online before
Oh, okay,
it went, dormant, and Kid
interesting,
took it over.
very interesting. That's another cool one. All right, how about this one? This is all right. Now, once David retired, he's like, I'm done, right? So here's Greyhawk Musings. I haven't seen David around. Has David been around there, Gary? Have you seen him lately? So, yeah.
I think he's on a sabbatical.
Yes. Is he, so is he, no, okay. So he may be traveling the world for all we know, because I know he was, like he was an engineer for a deep oil mining operation way up north.
Yeah, he was
It was a
Way up
minerals.
yeah,
there.
he was a CAD engineer way up in Canada, and he made maps of mines. He mapped the mine
Right.
using CAD, and then he retired, and we haven't heard from him since. He
We
probably bought a boat and is touring the Bahamas or something like that, way out of the internet range or something. So yeah.
Gary, that's a good point. You know,
Oh yeah,
I'm
I've had those days when I feel like
I've
I've
had
done
those
this.
days too.
Yeah.
It looks like 2.5 years is his last blog. He's got 2024 blogs here. So
Mm-hmm.
no. All right. So we're
Yeah.
looking. All right. Here we go.
Boy,
2024.
that time flies.
Question of
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
No, his last blog is Friday, August 2nd, 2024. And David would go deep. I mean, he taught, and he's very wordy.
I think he's one of the best researchers in
Yeah,
the
he does some.
community I've
Yeah,
ever had. He's so good at finding
Yeah.
all the resources and putting things together. He's not only regurgitating or like just re
yeah.
writing exactly what there. He
It's,
can put together the dots and make it interesting. His take on the Great Kingdom is fabulous. The history of the Great Kingdom. It's one of the best Greyhawk stuff I've ever read, bar none, meaning of any Greyhawk kind, of any writer. It's some of the best. It's fantastic.
His
I'm just,
tour of
yeah,
the Circle of Eight Wizards through publication was
yeah,
incredibly
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
I'd
So I,
put
I,
this resource up there with like the Zavoda Index.
yeah.
I mean, look at.
I so hope that he come back to the community because I miss him so much from his work and he was like,
He
yeah,
cites in all his work and stuff. That's
I mean,
why it's
look at what he's
useful.
yeah,
done here. He's put in
yeah,
like Rob
yeah,
Millar was a
yeah,
first level fighter in 536.
yeah.
Yeah,
Meaning the way he approached thing. Oh wow, it's just
yeah,
it's absolutely amazing. Yeah.
that's pretty interesting. Now, like
Definitely Greyhawk archaeology.
and
Yep.
we
Mm-hmm.
showed all the Melf research he did for Luke to help. I
Oh
said
yeah.
I linked
Yep.
that to Luke. I was like, here's a good spot
Mm-hmm.
if you. A lot of it's conjecture, reading between the lines because a lot of this isn't published, but you can
Yeah, but it's not real
extrapolate.
science. This is a
Oh yeah.
world that doesn't exist. That's why stuff like this is so good.
All right, hold on one second. This is
Yeah.
Blogspot as well. Let me see if I can embed. I don't want to crash the stream and have another stream up on here, but I'm gonna have to. Give me a sec.
And
Maybe if
we
I
had him on
minimize it
for some year,
multiple
some
times.
yeah,
We had him
exactly.
on
for some
Whoops.
year,
There we
some
go. I got a double
yeah,
sound
exactly.
coming up. There we go. Put that down. All right. There. That'll do it. Okay. I'll leave that down, and if I have any chunking issues, I'll turn it off. So it's yeah. I know that's why I gotta be careful. So let's see what else he's got here. You can always just type in things. So
Thanks, BB.
let's say we want to talk about what do we want to learn about here? Let's learn about Celine. Whoops. I gotta spell it right. And look, on Melf Part 2 comes up. So this is like a time frame of that he has, of things that Melf is doing
Mm-hmm.
in the 570s.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I got it. He's got an Ana map, which is actually it's Altamira on this map here too. Look at that, it's right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Very cool.
he asked me many times for maps and if he could use them. I said, please take whatever you want and put them there. So yeah.
The Knights of Luna, yeah. So there, I guess because Celine is where Melf's from, it's a reference in there. So here, let's do this tensor. Tensor spells. This is from September 2022. And he's got these all broken down. And here's some cool things here. Tensor's Lift, 4th edition. Tensor's Binding, 4th edition, 10th level, back to 8th. So he has where everything you can locate all these spells are. Tensor's
Mm-hmm.
Telling Blow I have too. That is a super high level one. So there are two I don't even have. I have all
Very
the other ones.
exhaustive.
Oh yeah,
he does.
he must have had a lot of
Crazy.
spare time up there in cold northern Canada and to
he's
sit
probably,
and do this.
probably sitting
Yeah.
in his machine. He's like doing his work.
No,
and he's like,
he
oh,
sat
I
in
got some time.
he sat in an office working
Right.
with CAD and GIS and stuff.
So do it, and do it while you can.
Mm-hmm.
I was preparing to work on a Mordenkainen post one time, blog post, and I became overwhelmed with the research on it. And like, there
Yeah.
was so much stuff that I quit. And then when I saw he was doing his series, I was like, here's my notes. Just have it, David.
Yep.
I've
Oh, that's
never
so
done
cool.
that with anyone before.
Just give it to him.
That's
Right?
awesome. Yep.
No, that's smart, man. That was probably a smart move. That's probably a
Oh
real
yeah,
smart move.
yeah, he was very modest, or is very modest
Yeah,
because I.
hopefully we'll have him back on in the
Oh
future when
yes,
he's if
exactly.
he's
When
done
he's back from
traveling,
his whatever he's doing
whatever
in
he's up to.
retirement. Yep.
You know, sometimes it just that happens, and people take
Oh
some
yeah.
time off from the community,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes people just disappear. We've had that happen a lot,
Yep.
and people move on. We've had that happen.
Well, I tend
So
to disappear for days and weeks sometimes, but
no, but you don't
not that.
disappear, Anna, for
No, I
you
sit
go.
and work really hard and don't
Yeah, that's
post
different.
anything, but it's because I'm working hard, so I have something to
There's
post in the future.
there's
Yep.
never been worked on before. Mike is to work on something. Yes.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I know.
Well,
I think I know that.
yeah. Absolutely. People who look at other creators solely as competition for more than a few of them. Yeah, well, that's Rob. That's we're going over a lot of them here. We're going to go a lot of different places. Um, okay, let's go to. I'm going to leave some of these up. I'm going to leave Malden up. I'm going to leave Grodog up here. All right. Let's go to Patreon. Especially for your 5th edition people. Now, I'm not sure if it's active still. Is Will still doing stuff on his?
He's on hiatus at the moment.
Right,
Or no,
right,
maybe he opened it again, but now it's not a pure Greyhawk. It's mixed up with his other stuff.
right,
So I got an email or something like that about a week
right. But
ago.
all right. So here's the Greyhawk project on his Patreon. It's called the
Mm-hmm.
Greyhawk Project. It's William Henry
Yeah.
Dvorak.
Yep.
And so look, he's got compilations here. He's got all these
Yep. He
paladins.
put it in hiatus was like a month or two ago,
Right.
and said that he had so many other things to work on. And then I got an email saying he's going to revamp it and bring it back again in a slightly different shape. So yeah.
He's a hard worker. I like
Oh
Willie.
yeah, he's
That's
also
4
one of
days
the
ago.
really multi-talented. He can do almost anything. He can draw, write,
Diversify, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's very, very, very versatile. Yep,
So you just want to go
as a
to see.
creator.
So as you can see, a lot of the ones that I have Frog Pond, Gygax, Greyhawk Grognard, Greyhawk Project, Gamescape 3D,
Yep.
Just Entertainment, and Anna. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Or as
I've been
mine.
on his patron. I was one of his first 10 patrons or something like
Yeah.
that. One of the
Yeah.
when he
And
started
he
it.
does do a lot of stuff in AI art. So if you're not, off
Yeah,
Patreon,
he illustrates his articles with AI
yeah,
and stuff. I
yeah.
don't think he uses AI to write anything, but
No, he
he
doesn't.
illustrates
No.
it with. But on the other hand, and that I told him, it's sad because the things he illustrates looks gorgeous because he's a damn good artist.
Yeah,
And
he does
he's
some
done
good work.
professional art, but he's so busy that he just wanted art to illustrate what he's done. And yeah, so which I
There's
can understand. Yeah.
I missed him at Gary Con. I mean, not
I
being
miss him
Yeah.
every convention. He's not there because he's so awesome to hang out with.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was at Page though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and there you go. It's another really good site if you want. He's done a lot of stuff on Paladins.
Yeah.
Going back here, just a lot. It's all 5th. There may be
Yeah.
some stuff like some of his books he does in OSR in 5th, like his spell book. But like that is, and I don't know if I can get to that. That may be buried.
Yeah, and
Oh,
he
I have it
done
right
a
here.
lot of cool 5th edition specialization for Greyhawk that I think are
Let's
really
see if I
cool.
let's
Yeah.
see if I drop everything on this. All right, this is probably gonna dry through. So this has, and I haven't gone through this yet. I just don't have time. This is the spell tome Council of 8 he put
Mm-hmm.
out. It's got all the spells of each of the spheres, like the evocation, abjuration, charm, all that, in both OSR and 5th. So, and the
Yeah.
names are slightly changed on
But you
here.
can read between the lines
Yeah, yeah.
and use it as a Greyhawk
Which
tome.
spellcaster it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot of fun things you can do with this book here, and I think that's you get on Drive Through RPG. Yeah. Good one. All right. Anna, where do you want to go?
Well, we need to mention Drive Through RPG and DM's Guild because there's so many old reprints and stuff you can get there. So it's
Yeah.
that's some you can go. But now we're starting to mention. Well, we have to mention the Greyhawk wiki and simply because it's there and it has a lot of stuff in it. So on Greyhawk Online you have the Greyhawk wiki. There was another wiki that was the predecessor, so to speak, that Kit took over, and that one is still online. So there's an older version of it still online. I forgot who hosted it. So
I had
there's
to change a lot of my blog links because of that.
yeah. Yeah, so that wiki is actually a good resource. It's not complete by any means, and I don't know how much work is being done on it, but it's a good place to get references
So
and
here's
get overview on topics.
Greyhawk
Yeah,
Online, all one
yeah,
word.com.
yeah.
Here's
And then
Greyhawk
there's
Wiki.
a D&D fandom site that is interesting. Let's see if I
So this is the wiki here, and like you can just type in anything. So watch, I'll type in Thrommel. This is what you
yeah.
get, right?
Yeah, there is one fandom site that it's Forgotten Realms fandom, but weirdly enough, it has
It's a
most
good site.
exactly. It's
What site is it?
here's the article of Grasset, for instance. So it's if you want to know anything D&D, monster type, lore, whatever, the fandom site, it's the Forgotten Realms wiki. But
Oh, okay.
Forgotten Realms folks don't understand the difference between Forgotten Realms and Greyhawk apparently, so they put everything Greyhawk in there because it's mentioned in D&D, which I think is a good thing from our perspective because that means that
But they're
they
not writing their own content. They're just pulling the stuff from probably from
oh yeah,
our
but if
wiki.
you want to know what a certain monster was in all the different editions of D&D, that's your site.
Oh,
And
hell yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and stuff like that. The various demon lords or
Is this it?
gods or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Fandom?
Yeah, I put the link in
Yeah, I got the main page up here.
yeah, yeah. So it's a great site if you want an overview of D&D stuff. It's a great site for it because and they often have like every edition a monster type or something as or someone has
Huh.
been. They have like for Grasset, for instance, you have fifth edition, fourth edition, and third edition. And they miss some of the really old stuff. But if you want to know what's happened the last 20 years, this is a great site for that part.
Okay.
It's a little bit so and so when it comes to references, but it's a great site if you want to know things. And also, if you want to know how something Greyhawk is depicted in the general lore of D&D, this is also a good site. So yeah,
Interesting.
so yeah, it has it's a great resource I've used, and they also include small versions of official art and stuff. So it's something I've used quite a bit. Yeah.
I never even knew about this one because
Yep, it's
I'm looking for
it's a good
something.
site. So yep,
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mike.
yeah. So Forgotten Realms wiki is surprisingly good for Greyhawk stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially for creatures and things like that. That's awesome.
yeah. Creature, monster types, whatever, because you can get through all the different editions, and they talk about them from usually sometimes even from first edition, and sometimes yeah. Grasset has 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E, and 5E. Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there you get him both illustrations and stuff from each edition and a little bit of how he was depicted in the various editions. So it's great for as a starting point for research like that. It's a really good site, one of the best ones.
Well, don't get me tempted. So I almost, back in the day in the 90s, I almost started a Greyhawk Blood Bowl league because I love Blood Bowl so much. And I stopped myself. Is it, but they do exist. It does exist in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, but not, yeah, not,
It might exist in someone's Greyhawk.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There are a couple people who told me that they do it. So, all right,
Gary mentioned the Codex of Greyhawk, and yeah, that's one I can never remember the name of. I keep wanting to say Council of Greyhawk, but it was the Codex of Greyhawk.
Codex. All right.
Yeah.
Codex. Well, at least it's not the Codex of Infinite Planes everyone's fighting over, right? So, Codex of Greyhawk. I'm trying to set something up here. Okay. So,
Like
what else do we got?
cannon
What's that?
fire is what I think the codex used to be.
Yeah, we have to mention
Oh,
cannon
cannon fire
fire.
is what? Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. I got cannon fire scrolling through as the main one.
Oh, yeah, and we have to
Yeah.
have cannon fire
Got
because
plenty of the time. Yeah.
this is the site over there that's been around since, what is it, like 2002 or something, Gary? Please,
71, so let's do it.
something like that, 2001 or
I was
2 or
waiting till
something
more
like
people
that.
came on to the mics and cannon fire, but we got no 70
Yeah,
something.
I
So,
think it was like I discovered it. I think 2001 or 2. I forgot which, but it was
am I
somewhere
logged
around
in?
there. Yeah, and it's been I'm not anywhere near as active as I should be on Cannon Fire. Haven't been for years, but that was the first and now we're
Not.
talking like early 2000, the knots before Facebook or social media was a thing. So I posted every map update, the first 50 or so I did, I posted on Cannon Fire. The problem is that you couldn't host images. And that was that was the reason I set up my website, because I emailed Gary and say I want to post all my images on Cannon Fire, but they were too big.
Backlog
So
big.
that's why I set up my own website and linked to it, and then I linked to Dropbox and stuff. And those links don't work anymore on Cannon Fire, so the old stuff. So yeah.
I'm looking to see. All right, so
And then came social media, and that took over
25th
now.
anniversary. When's the 25th, Gary? We
Yeah.
gotta do a 25th anniversary show. So some of the great things that are on
Awesome.
here.
2001 then. Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so it is 25th anniversary has been discussed. Maybe yeah. Well, so let's take a look at some of these things here. Let's go here first. Cities to Earth. You want maps? All right, look, and these tell you how many. So look, VerbalMonk's got 7 maps. But look at them all, and you can just download them right here. 7 maps.
Oh yeah,
VerbalMonk
and
has.
this is something I have to say. Gary have done a fantastic job the last 5 years or so to upgrade, because it used to be a site where you had text and a forum and not much more. There was a download section, but the problem was that it was not indexed that well. There was a lot of hidden gems in there that kind of got lost. But now Gary has worked hard on doing cool
Jerry.
stuff like this
See you
and stuff.
tomorrow
So yeah, so hats off to Gary for a lot of
These
cool
don't
work
have.
you've done
But you
over
can
the
see,
years.
like, these are all a lot of maps are here at Neural. Bunch of Neural maps. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, meaning there's so much cool stuff that has been added to.
So what you want to
yeah.
do is you want to you know, if there's a city you're going to be adventuring with, whoops, sorry, you want to come here and you want to figure out, oh well, crap, that was my own fault for going out. There you go. So that's what you want to do is you know, figure out, like, here, Neil, draw genre. Yeah, there you go. From Fate of Istis, and then a colored version. So all the way out here, Restonford. These got to be Len maps. Yep, Len maps.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them. At least 3 of them. So there. Yeah. So you can have fun with that, right? And then come over here, Adventures in Greyhawk. I don't know how up to date this is. But
It varies. A lot of stuff is very up to date on Cannon Fire. Some of it
Yep.
is 25 years old, which might, and that's the cool thing with Greyhawk. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's bad. Some of the best stuff has been around for 20, 25 years. So that's
in
the
wrong
thing.
spot.
Meaning some of the best stuff in Greyhawk is probably haven't been done yet, but some of the best stuff was also done 30, 40 years ago. So yeah.
Yeah, so Carlos has some of his here. Oh, there's an old there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be
Yep.
doing a small variation of that on Saturday.
Exactly, Gary. It's a dungeon. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so here you go, and you can just click on it. You can find the published source, standard, and the Gauntlet and the Sentinel.
Which is part of the charm, and
Yeah.
yep.
Oh, look, someone wrote that adventure, Horror in the Holes. There you go. We come over here, Lost Temple of Demogorgon, stuff all over the place. You can just click and figure out what, you know, where all these adventures are and what, you know. So it's a really neat thing to use. So Skulls, Throne of Ayus. Someone's running that right now.
Okay.
That's me.
Oh, it's you,
It's me.
Mike. Yes, it's you, Mike. Yes, you told us that last week. Yep. So
Looks like I've been on Cannon Fire since April, nope, February 2004. So 22 years.
Okay, let's see. Cannon Fire. Let's see. I can probably log in there. So
then we have postcards from the Flannis. And by the way, there's forums and all that other stuff here too. So these were done. I'm going to say they got to be done 6 years ago, right? These were done 6 years ago, Gary. 2020. No, this is before COVID. So this is before COVID. So 2018, 2019, right? So a lot of areas are done, and then you just click on the postcard if you want. Wait, how's this work? They all have postcards with information. Here's County Ulick, right? Oh, I did County Ulick. Yes, postcard gives you information on each section, some adventures that are nearby, some references to it, yeah, resources, and a little description. So if you come, like, for example, the divers, you see all different people from the community. This is Last Oblivion Seeker. He did divers. And you could just get a lot of information on each area in City Greyhawk. It doesn't say who did that one. Interesting. Oh, Mike, Gary, and Rich. All right, cool. Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago. I think this was before COVID. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess.
Mike, where did you see how long you've been on the site?
Yeah, you just
On
go
the
to your,
forums.
yeah,
Gotta
you
go.
just go to your account.
Oh, okay. I'm
It
looking at comments.
doesn't
Let's
show on
see.
the account. I had to go to the forums, and
Okay,
it
yeah.
says member since.
Who's Buster Ancient Gamer Bud? Is that
Yeah.
Patrick?
Yeah.
Ancient Gamer? That's his. He was used to call Buster Bud. I got a Buster balls on that for that, man. Holy jeez, I didn't know that. We even have one from, I forget it. Is it Celine or is it High Folk? From our French friend. Where's Valley of the High Folk? Is it the High Folk? The one who has all the great I can't find it.
Yeah. I've restarted because the account I have now is in a
Dungeon
new
Meister.
email
Yep.
address.
There you
Yep.
are. Pat, is that you,
That
Patrick?
was from 2004, but
Buster
yeah.
Bud. I have a new name for you. New old name. Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of stats here in this, but there are a lot of there's a lot of general information just to get started in an area. And some adventures nearby, adventures in the country. So that's some of the fun things here. Here's Valley of the High Folk. Like I said, this is Dungeon Meister, who has some of the best artwork on Deviant Art for Greyhawk. So yeah, and I think it's the only one Dungeon Meister ever did. So, but it's really fun stuff. Sunday, let's take a look at Sunday. Who did Sunday? Daniel Galtanis Acuff. Who's that? I don't know that person. Wow. So there's people on here we don't know, but that's really cool. So like I said, you can go and just log in, set up, get your account. So did you go to your? Whoops! I just logged out. I can't believe I just did that. There we go. So let me see when I've been. How does it say how long you've been on here, Mike? How do you get your info, right? Under info? Oh, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine
it's
was also
been done,
2004. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm probably.
You have to go to the forums, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you go to the
Right.
forums and then you click on your name and you can see. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't see it on your profile. That was the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
very confusing.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to forums. What you have to see? You have to go somewhere that you posted.
Yeah, and then you click on your
Oh,
name.
I don't know if I posted it anywhere.
Yeah.
I guess.
For me, it was easy because I had my own thread there for 10 years. Yeah.
Here, I'll see if I did one. I'm not a big blog poster. No topics. wonder
I
if
were
spelled it
for a
right.
while, but then now
it-
I'm.
Is it all one or is it underscore? Nope. Oh well. Nope. Okay. Well. My guess is I've been on there 15 years. Yeah, I fell in a pit trap. Yeah, absolutely. Fell into something. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember some of the ones I commented on, but it's just I can't. All right, so here's the the Gord novels, right? Is this in voice? All right, one more try. Nope, I can't get on that one.
The Gord books are the
Oh.
page where they do the readings. Jason Savoda and Sam do the readings.
Deadly denizens. Here be dragons, undead, giants, fiends, other. So if we click here, what do we got? All right. Oh, named, right? Named. Oh wow. All right, she can figure out where some real big baddies are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff there on the site.
Dragotha, yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Really cool.
A lot of that front page material, the postcards, the maps, and everything,
Uh-huh.
the more recent stuff was a great revitalization because the
Yeah.
site
Yeah,
was really
absolutely.
dormant there for a while. The forums was really the only thing active. So it's still a good site to go back to
Mm-hmm.
And
if you could search it.
if you could search it, yeah. Yep. Look, and there's 5th edition, 1st edition, 2nd, all sorts of different talking points. Your old lore D&D. I'm just interested. Oh, the last post was 2009. Oh, that is old.
Yep.
Let's check 1st edition. Something from 2025. Click Grognard, Lord Enoch, Grognard. Oh, Joe Block was on here a lot.
Oh yeah.
Burdog, Edmund Scott, Lanthorn. Who's Vasily?
I don't know. There's
Sebrion. Sebrion, wasn't that a Earth Journal?
Sebrion was very active for
Yeah.
He's
years.
a big
Yep.
moderator.
Yeah, big mod. Okay. All right. So there you go. Have fun on Cannon Fire, and we'll we'll go in more detail during the 25th anniversary, which whenever that is. Yeah.
Yeah, then Gary has to come on and talk about the plans for the future for Cannon Fire, because that will
Absolutely.
be so cool. Yep.
See if Buster Bud did anything. I don't. Is that possible? To search on Buster Bud there.
Well, I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, this searching is. See, it's killing me on this.
Well, it's yeah. There's something with the web server a bit slow or
Search for
something because
Oster. I'm just gonna type in Buster.
it breaks the
Nothing.
connection.
No, it's probably on there. It's not working.
Yeah, there you go. Wah,
Real,
wah, wah.
if you could get into the user's profile, it will show out a list of all the articles they posted.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Oh yeah, you could.
That's a
That was a
workaround.
that was a
I
great
logged
way
myself
of
out.
figuring things out. So
I
yeah.
logged myself
Oh,
out.
jeez. The product should move on.
Yeah. Get back in. I don't know how long it is before it logs yourself in and out. So, yep.
There we go.
All right. All good. Great site. Downloads. This is one last thing.
Well, technically, it's a bit glitchy,
Yeah.
Gary. You need to fix this. But on the other hand, it's cool that you're not using WordPress or one of the standards, so you're actually working on it. So yeah.
There
Downloads
are some
is so
old
good.
adventures here.
Yeah, the meaning it had cool stuff. I found
Yeah.
cool stuff for years. The problem was that it was almost impossible to find it if you didn't know what you were looking for.
Yeah. So look, you got here's a question of measles. A case of measles. I've talked about that one multiple times. It's in the Great Burn in Greyhawk City. It's a great first level adventure, introductory, really good one. Yeah. So and there's You got some going up pretty high there. So there you go. There are some adventures if you know where to find them. Some other cool stuff. Yes, we could. Absolutely. And we probably will down the road. Okay. Let's go to
Yeah.
let's go to Greyhawk stories. Right. All right, Tommy John Kelly's site.
Yeah. That's a different type of beast, but still super cool. Yep.
Yeah. So he does a lot in fiction.
Exactly. I
Often.
was going to say, yeah, he doesn't list all resources. He writes stuff. He creates stuff.
Tommy John Kelly is a pen name. We don't know what Tommy, and he's been on. Last time he was on a stream of mine was he came on an hour before I started the Hateful Wars 24-hour mega stream event 4th of July weekends ago. That was the last time I've had him on. But like, so if you want to go into like here the stories here, just great stuff. He's got this is all story based works here. Mike Bridges has got stuff here. Your Battle of Emery Meadows is here. Castle Greyhawk novels here. Nice.
Dang.
How many books of this were done?
You mean pages?
No, this was actually a publication, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was a book. I have a copy of it. I have a copy of it. Let's see if I can find it here
there
somewhere.
Might be 3 or 4 dozen out there.
Wow. That's it. Imagine that.
Let's see where I can find it.
3 or 4 dozen.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It was for Patreon members, as I recall.
I have so much Greyhawk stuff.
Scott Casper helped you with that, right?
I helped him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It was all his brainchild.
Yeah, I helped a little bit too. So yeah.
All right. So So
make it into PDF and stuff.
Oh, you did, Anna? Very cool.
Yeah, I helped out a little bit with getting it into PDF format.
Yeah. So
I remember we had a Zoom call about it. Yeah. Let's see here. There's stuff down here.
I recall wanting to do another comic. And I knew about Casper's short stories. He had the Castle Greyhawk short stories. And I don't remember if I approached him or if he approached me. Like maybe he picked it up in one of our mini Grey Talk things on Thursday nights. But then when we started doing it, it ran for several years.
Yeah. And with this, I mean, look, you got like what 7, 8 years of stuff here.
Yeah.
And that
see if I can find it.
What year did the book come out?
That's what I'm trying to find out. But
shortly after it ended.
2019.
It might
yeah.
It's like 10 years ago or no, nearly.
It would probably still be going on today if I hadn't got burnt out on it.
Yeah. This is some really intense artwork, Mike.
It was I got progressively better as I went.
I mean, look at the artwork on this.
Oh,
that's
well,
amazing.
those final pages, we wanted to wrap it up, so I was trying extra hard.
I found it. I had it in the special.
There
special.
It is. Yeah, there it is.
And it's a thick tome.
It's
a thick tome.
Yeah,
this day, will be valuable as heck in 10 years or so.
Well, because it's rare, Mike.
Oh yeah, this is a rare beast. It's 2019. Yep.
2019.
Do you have a signed copy?
No, mine was sent in the mail, so I didn't get a signed one.
There was a couple of people at GaryCon who brought theirs to get signed.
Then I'll bring mine to GaryCon so I can have it signed.
I mean, the level of artwork is fantastic on this.
Yeah.
So,
but on the other hand, I don't want to lose it in luggage either. So
it was a challenge. He would send me a script.
Yeah, and I mentioned in the acknowledgements. So yes.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mentioned twice. Yeah, I'm mentioned
awesome.
as a patron's backer and a special thanks.
But trying to divert this back to Greyhawk stories and away from me, yeah, it's fiction. Doing stuff that no one else does, like Gary
Yeah.
says. No
Yeah.
one was doing comics. Tommy John Kelly certainly wrote a full-on novel, which maybe Zavoda had
Yeah.
something writing like that
So
much writing.
here is the Hateful Wars, where I use a lot of this information, a lot of chapters based on what happened, and I ran those 3 scenarios. A lot of you,
Yeah.
over
And
a
I
course of
must say,
24
from this
hours.
book, the best at the end is Mike's sketches. Look at this.
How to do
It's so
sketches.
damn good. It's like,
Yeah,
wow.
I'd love to have a copy of that, but I'm gonna have to bribe
This
someone.
this is wow.
Yeah.
These sketches, Mike, you should, meaning, come on, you're like Ken Frank. You're you could illustrate Greyhawk in a way that not only silly comics, but you can do serious stuff too.
That's true.
Yes, it's
The
not
problem
true. Yeah,
is
yeah.
with art, like I do the comics for my own amusement.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing something like this, then for someone else, let's say, getting paid or not, then you
Yeah.
have to
Yep.
make the customer happy.
Well,
And
yeah, when
it's a
you
little more
like do it for the
stressful.
community. Yeah,
And you
I
got
know. Yep.
deadlines and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep. It's tough.
So this is the great thing here. Chapter 8, The Druid's Defile, for Tommy John Kelly's Hateful Wars. Now, first off, Anna named this, so he uses this in here. And then there is a reference to Altamira in this, even though it didn't exist at the time. And there's also a reference to what happened to Prince Triseren. It's all right here, Lord Triseren. So a lot of this, I based my scenarios on this chapter and what happened in here when the prince and his whole cohort was killed. And that's why you find spread out all over the low road, and all these tombs like that. They just found one recently, like they're like, who says this? And remember, all the ghosts came out, and Tiffany's character Gemma's like trying to talk to the ghost, and the ghost starts attacking her. That was one of these sites. It was left over from this war. So that was a lot of fun to do. So he does some really great writing here. So it is a lot of fun. He has the depth is unbelievable as far as
Mm-hmm.
the amount of
Both
I
figuratively and literally,
yeah,
so
yeah.
to
I mean,
speak.
look at all these stories. Eagle's
Yeah.
I
quest in a temple.
love.
What's that?
I don't know. I was going to say, as to the Hateful Wars, I loved his choice of topic or milieu or whatever word you want to use, like a historical era. He could have easily just done something like present day Greyhawk and ran a story, but he did something historical, which I
Which,
really
yeah,
admire.
it's even cooler. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is 2019. I'm trying to see how far.
I need to read all that. I haven't done it yet, and damn, I
I
need
know
to
he's
take a
kind of gotten away from
vacation.
it. Well, this is April 12th, 2026. This is
Oh
not
yeah,
the
there's
Flight of
yeah,
Fiends. This
exactly.
is there's the Crook of Rao.
Yeah, there's new stuff in there. So
There's
yep.
Crook of
Yeah.
Rao. So that's recent. Lay for a big village. Let's see what we got here. Liberation of Geoff. So this is recent, which is good. February 17th, 2026. So he's good for something every couple months, because this is all writing
It's
is like this. Yeah, is
fantastic that he's
really
still
difficult.
doing stuff. Yeah.
Really difficult. So yeah.
Yeah, writing is harder than art, let me tell you.
Yeah, because you're coming up with a lot of unique stories.
I can
you
agree
know,
with you, because when I have to write,
Yeah.
oh damn, it's difficult. Yeah. And you have to
very
read
cool.
it through, and you have to, oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but this Greyhawk story is another great site. And then if you want to contact him, you can fill this out. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't talked to him. I'm friends with him on Facebook. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I know he's still around. He did say something to me about something I had done, and he was like, "Oh, man, that's great." And that was that was like 6 months ago. I forget what it was. So he's there still. He's still doing stuff. All right, next. What time we got? 13. Got plenty of time. All right, Malden's good. We keep Malden, and we already go. Let's go here. Let's go to Carlos's site.
Mm-hmm.
He has a Patreon as well as. So thank you, Patrick. Uh,
Yeah.
so he's got a Patreon which he just restarted. It was off for a bit. So you can get into Carlos's Patreon.
Oh, he restarted it
I
again?
think he did. Maybe he didn't. I'm not sure.
I'm
I
I'm
thought he
not
did.
sure. I forgot. I haven't kept
April
up
2nd.
enough. Yeah, because I knew he put it on hiatus just a little bit earlier than Will did, I think, because I remember
Yeah.
getting email from both of them about that, and then yeah. So
So he's got a new adventure out, the Snake
yeah,
Pit.
I was just going to say Carlos' strength is as a publisher, not as patron creator. That his strongest suit is the modules
Yeah,
he's making and
absolutely. And
published. Yeah,
so you
that's
have
where he shines more
and you
than
have you
than
have
and he's fantastic.
that there, and then you have his main
Hmm.
site, right? He's
Yeah.
got all these.
Patreon is great if you want to support him
Yep.
ongoing rather than just
Mhm.
buying the modules. Yep.
So here they all are, and
It's got quite a library now.
quite a
Yes, I think it's
library.
like 20 or so now. Yeah, or something like that.
Content is stripped of Greyhawk names and stuff, but like an
Oh,
expert can tell you where
oh
these
yeah,
are.
and he uses the file off the serial number tactic so he can
Yep.
or strategy so he can publish them like as a business and for profit and but and I asked and hopefully he can publish a list of name change and do that for free so you if you have a name so you know what to translate it into that will be cool. Some of them are obvious and some of them are in some ways better than
There we go.
the
Show
original but
show
yeah
them all. Yeah, and
yeah
I said
that will
I
be
have one that's published jointly with him, Horror in the Holes, right here.
mm-hmm yeah
So and that
and
was
he's been doing this for
that this is
I
2021. It was 5 years
yeah
ago.
yeah but
But
he's been doing it for like
yeah,
almost 20 years I think yeah.
absolutely. He's got some great content here.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Yeah.
stories. They're
And
all
it's
Greyhawk
old
based.
school. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's old school,
it's
like
old.
Ostrich first edition. Yeah.
It's first, yeah, and it's not. There's no weapon. He does not use Arcana stuff, so there's no weapon specialization. Doesn't mean you can't throw it in there. There's a lot of a lot of
Yeah,
things he
it's
doesn't use. And rules, there are supplemental rules of mine in there that kind of re-skinned and renamed. But like there's stuff like the 1.5 times your strength with two-handed. A lot of feats are in there, but they're kind of renamed so he protected himself. So just note that that is there as well. So, but Carlos does a great job. Um, and he was at Page last year. I know
hmm
that, and so yep, really good. All right, let me go through my list to make sure. I think that leaves us Mike's site and Malden left. Let me just double check. No, no, we got one other one. Let me go here. What am I going to? All right, so this is Joe Block's Grognard site. Okay.
Yeah, Joe's blog is what made me want to do a blog.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was putting stuff on Greyhawk Online, and I was thinking to myself,
yeah,
it just was kind of clunky, wasn't working for me, and
yeah.
I was like, well,
And
shoot, this is easy.
yeah, and Joe is an interesting creator, a Greyhawk creator in a lot of sense because he's really nerdy on the on old stuff and he analyzes it in interesting
Oops, I
from
need to.
interesting
It'd be nice if
angles
I switched this.
and he's very different in his interpretation of stuff from me in a lot of sense, but I still really like because he comes with insights that I realized that I would never have had if it weren't for his blog. And he also put a lot of free articles on, and he runs a Patreon as well. That is that if you want to support his videos primarily, that's what he has his Patreon for, and his website and stuff. So and he has a lot of cool little stuff back in a lot of articles of old, meaning he did the what was it A0 and T0 modules and stuff like that,
Yep.
some added stuff. He made articles about other parts of Earth outside of the Flanies and various other stuff. And now lately he also published a bunch of stuff on the DM's Guild. He was the first one out the gates, I think,
Because
with
he
on
had it all
DM's
sitting
Guild.
there. He had it all ready to go.
Exactly.
It's
He's
all
been
locked and loaded.
exactly. He was locked and loaded. So I think he was the first one to publish Greyhawk stuff
Nice.
for 5e
Got a
on
journal
DM's Guild.
there. Got journal
And he
1.
also has the Adventures Done Dark and Deep,
Yeah,
his own old school rule system.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yep, that
Which
I
is kind of
saw.
like a hybrid between 1E and 2E a little bit. And
Yeah,
I'll
I
check all
haven't
of them.
studied
Yeah.
it in detail yet, so I need
Yeah.
to. Yeah, because I'm kind of interested to have his take on it.
Yeah, that's true, Rob. He's the only one that really you could get a 5e version. I agree 100%. Yeah, because he did a lot of work on it. So yep. And he's got he's got an online store. That's not it. Oh, it went right to BRW Games. So here, so
Yep.
this is Drive Through RPG or DM's Guild. I'm not sure what it could be both. Yeah. So all his stuff. He's got bundles. Notice it's the same color. Everyone uses that stock art for one of the Visions of Greyhawk. It's the same cover. Because stock art's a big way now of bypassing AI art. You're buying art from an artist, and you can use it in your publication. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you certainly getting covers that are the same in certain areas there. So, that's a way to so you don't make sure you do not use AI art, which is a big no-no for a lot of people, especially if you're selling art. I mean, you're selling them. Yeah. So, yeah, he does a lot of things. All right, let me go. Alrighty. That's how we got. All right, let's go. We're doing a bridge Malden here. All right, so Dennis has been on multiple times, Malden.
Mm-hmm.
We had him on just recently.
Yep.
And this is the sole survivor of the Greyhawk web ring. We had a big 25th anniversary
And we have
show.
to talk to younger people. Web rings were a thing in the past because that in the age before Google, in order to find things, you have to know the URL, or that's why they created web rings. So you put a URL to another site, and they built so you build like a network or like a ring. So that way you can jump from site to site to site, and then but web rings kind of fell out of fashion when things like Alta Vista and then later Google and other search engines came around. But it was a thing. Yeah.
Greyhawk web ring was Highlander. Malden is Connor McLeod.
Yeah.
Yes, and some of the others are Highlander too. Yeah. So at peak there were 25 different websites. Some of them were crappy. Some of them were good. So one of them, I think it was Olig, OLIG page, is where I found out about the Great Net Spellbook. And you know how much I love that, everyone, and all the web books. And I found it off of Olig's page. In fact, I think his page. Wait a minute. Let me do this. I think his is still in archive. Let me try this. Let me try Olig D&D. No. Oh, Orag. Nope. 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 Okay. So, yeah. No, I guess that's gone too now. All right. So, Mountains Greyhawk. So, if you want to find your way around, you come down to this, and you got to blow this up. And normally, well, it's got to clear up more than that. Because, like, for example, here, let's click on that, and it takes you to site map in history. These are all different subcategories, and it's just not showing up well. Here's one in game mechanics.
Yeah.
You could just.
But also, Malden site is a great relic of how the internet or websites used to work.
I'm trying to
30 years ago. This is
one. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best for the mojo. Well, all right. So, and we did the Underdark recently with him. But like here, so if you just want to find out what he did on the Dreadwood, There you go. And he's done. Remember, his campaign is only 4 months younger than mine. So so we're both 46 years. So yeah, he's got one of the oldest campaigns in existence as well. Look, he's got encounter tables for you for the Dreadwood, one of my favorite places. Some artwork, some mini adventures. So there's always something here you can find and use. Um, he has a bunch of specialty priests. Look, he has your World of Greyhawk comic linked here.
Yes, so I forgot about that. So Melcott has my full Greyhawk comic strip, my original Greyhawk comic strip. Canon 5 or Greyhawk Online only is part of it.
Okay.
Don't explain. I don't know how, but Malden has the entire run.
Very, very cool. And Mystic Scholar. I mean, I'm just hitting Epic Mysteries. Let's see what we got here. Secrets of the Twin Cataclysms. All right. Let's find out. And here, you want to, like, he may have made up some of these names. The Sul Wizard Zodas, Sul Crix, also known as a Brooding Mage, discovered a powerful artifact known as Codex Infinite Plane. So we know that's real. Well, in
He's
the game.
famous for that.
Yeah. Whims of Vistus, and then Beginning of the End. So he has, once again, there's not a lot of detail at all. And guys like Malden or David Leonard are surmising and adding to the story, and Tommy John Kelly's doing full fiction on it, right? Writing up a lot of kind of Greyhawk historical fiction, let's say. So, and you get a lot of, you could just peruse these sites for hours and hours, the level of detail he has. Look here, Living World of Greyhawk web ring. I didn't even know that was any, wow. Are any of these sites active? Let's do this. Ready? I'm going to click next. I'm going to click next site and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Just went to about the web ring. List sites.
Yeah.
Nope. All right, it's dead. Damn.
Yeah, I think Malden said that it was been dead for a long time.
There's the Greyhawk Adventures web ring. Yeah, and I don't think. Yeah. Here we go. Next here. Nope. Nothing. All right. What a shame. Oh, look, he has his own critical hit table. There we go. A lot more basic than mine, but still very good. Oh, he's got a lot of other massive bleeding things. Cool. So Dennis has done a lot of work over the years. He was way better than me on getting it out to people. Like, I get mine out now via the stream since 2018, but he got his stuff out since when his website came up, all his stories since the 1980s. He did a great job with it. So there's the ever mysterious Tim's picture large. Yep. So good for Dennis doing all this. And look, all the ads. So when's the last update? January 1st, 2026 is the last update. Cool. And Dennis is big into Gray Space and big into Spelljammer.
Mm-hmm.
He has Spelljammer mixed in with his
yeah.
Greyhawk. Yep.
Oh yeah, it has. Lots of.
He's big into it.
Yep.
So a great site to go take a look at.
City Greyhawk, Iron Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Underdark, general cool little stuff here and there on Greyhawk. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Like the twin cataclysms and stuff. So yeah.
And Dennis is the first and only, really, that I know, a person. He got his Kingdom of Melkot added to the 3rd edition Lazaretti map. From Eric Mona did that, right? So
because he had were in touch with Eric Mona and company back then. So yeah,
because they were doing a lot of projects for the Free City Greyhawk. So yeah.
Yep.
So that is
map there. So yeah.
Well, I think that leaves us with one left. Oops, let me get rid of that there.
Before you move on,
yep.
I found some stuff in a tote up in my attic.
Oh.
That applies to this. This came from the Codex of Greyhawk, this printout, and this came from the AOL forums.
Wow.
Yes, the best of AOL things.
So I got Beers of Greyhawk from '97.
Oh.
Someone named Keldreth.
Beers of
Uh-huh.
Greyhawk. Nice.
And then I got Tavern Fare of the Flannis by Rachel Lindstrom. I
They're
had
just
all
from
that printed out.
They're just from the AOL forums.
One's from the AOL forums, the other one was from the
Yep.
Codex of the Greyhawk website.
Nice.
Yeah, and before the Worth Journal, they were the best of AOL forums. There were some PDFs were, or they originally, I think they were like uh, Word documents, and then they were turned into PDFs, and they were around for a while, so you can get them. And they were the kind of precursor to Earth Journal. Someone put together the some of the best stuff that was going on in AOL forums.
As a matter of fact, I think Tavern Fare of the Flannis was an Orth Journal.
Oh, cool.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it was in Orth Journal 6.
Oh, yes. Some of these stuff
Some of them
made it
some of them
into,
got
yeah.
in Earth Journal. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
some of it got in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Now I have a doggy that is
You've been
trying
hit
to
for
dig
Brewfest. Cool,
himself,
man.
dig
Yeah, the
through
beers.
the carpet
Nice.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, Irish, yeah, it's mostly bots. Yeah. So that's cool, though. I mean,
I
it's
do not miss IIRC, guys.
that
I
was
don't
that
miss
chat.
it.
Yeah,
It
thing,
was
right?
very no frills.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't there a delay to it too? You typed it in and then you waited for it to pop up. Am I thinking of the same one? A little bit.
When you had to go through modems to get
Yeah,
things,
I
then
remember the mush
yeah,
sites. Do you remember those?
the
The
mud,
mushes. They were like
like muds, you mean, rather than
well, there were
mushes?
different
No, I
types. There
never
were the
played
ones that
those.
were you played
Oh,
characters, right?
oh, I never played
On
mushes,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
played muds, but not
yeah,
mushes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mushes and muds. Okay, both of them. Yep. Yep. I thought so. I was on a BattleTech one for a bit. Mush. It was definitely a mush. Uh, it was cool, but held your attention for a couple of hours and that was it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. So definitely was the time, right? I mean, yep. Michael, I have my iPad right here. I got it on. Thank you very much. So yeah, it's going over a lot of old history here, but a lot of stuff that's still. I mean, you can pull out a lot of great content. Like for example, you want something on an obscure wizard. Want stuff on Alamazad the Wise? You could probably go to uh, great. Oh my God, my brain is off.
The wiki?
Yeah, or you could go to Canadians site. Oh my God, I'm getting old. Canadian miner retired.
Oh, yeah.
Hazel. Leonard.
Leonard,
David
yes, Leonard's
Leonard.
site.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go to Leonard's site for and
Yep.
just pop it
Yep.
up and type it in. So yeah. Oh, cool, man. Harby Honey Ale. That's neat.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, and I still use that
Yeah, Mandy,
list.
my brain is off. It's been a long work week already, and I just amongst all the other stuff, tomorrow's gonna be a super long day. I got a double. You don't need to hear about it. I have a doctor appointment in the morning. My son's got one in the afternoon after school, and then I'm prepping for the stream on Thursday. So in 50 years, all the good needs become open source. What? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about in 50 years there, Patrick. If I'm still around 50 years, something science is really advanced. If I'm still around, if I'm at 109, can you imagine? That'd be crazy. What's the future of Earth Journal? Doc, don't know.
Exactly. We don't even know what the current state. I don't know what the current status of the Earth Journal
That's
is
why
even.
we're
Yeah.
waiting for Greyhawk Journal 2 to come out. No, that came out, right? We're waiting for Greyhawk Journal 3. Greyhawk Journal 2 came out, right?
Yeah,
Greyhawk Journal 2 came out?
I'm so when these fanzines come out, I'm so happy,
Maybe it
but
didn't.
I don't wait around for them because I know when they come out, they come out. So yeah, they're a bit like my maps. They come out when they're done.
Oh, we went
Yeah,
over Greyhawk Journal 2.
when they're ready, and then they be
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and my maps comes out in updates and whatever. They need years to get better. Yeah.
Dude, I can't even imagine that far. All right, let's go here. Let's go. This is Wednesday.
Yeah,
April
100
29.
years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That will be cool.
Well, let's go right to Mike's front page here, and he's got his.
I have
Set
a
it
new
up.
comic. I have a new comic.
There's the Shadow Dragon. Two
I
more to
guess
go
I need
after
to.
this.
I need to link that, huh?
Shadow Dragon
Yeah, please do.
Malak was using his shadow stealth to lay out the heroes. However, the Deep Gnome could see through his tricks through this gem of seeing. He managed to save Villinger, but now who will save him?
Oh,
There
look
you
at.
go.
Let's see here.
So, he looks like he got semi-splatted. Tattoos and tricks won't save you, small one.
Mhm.
Continue to light. All right.
I
And then
love that
splash.
the cave you made with the stalactites and the stuff, and the pillars and stuff. That looks awesome. Yeah.
Continual light is the bane. Continual light is the bane of shadow dragons. Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
It is. It's the worst spell you can cast on them.
Everything I learned on making this comic I learned from doing Scott Casper's Castle Greyhawk.
Oh wow,
comic.
cool. Yeah, this is awesome, man. Two more to go in the
Two more.
storyline. Whoops. But beside that, so
Side that.
let's show something. So when I need, I did this in the past a lot. I'm gonna randomly pick a year. Let's go 2020. Let's see. We need a topic for tonight. Let's see what we
Is
can figure out.
this Greyhawkery Roulette?
Yes, it's Greyhawk Roulette. Mysterious Places from the Fringe.
That's a good one.
There's a good
Yeah.
one. We can do Mysterious Places next week. See? There you go. Greyhawk A to Z spells. We've done that before. Yep. Beyond the Flan is oh, look at that. Beyond the Flan. Top 10 list Greyhawk holiday modules. Ha! Expedition to the Merrier Peaks.
The Merrier Peaks?
Yeah. Fruitcake
Oh,
Evistus.
that's awesome. Yep.
Vecna Gives. That's funny.
Oh.
Oh, that White Christmas Mountain. That's good. Ring of 5 questions, round 15. Who is this from? Robert Vest. I don't know Robert Vest.
He's an old
Wow.
Greyhawk comedian.
Very cool.
So yeah, my blog it's a variety blog. Or was a variety blog. At one time I did news, I did articles,
Yeah.
I'd feature other people's stuff, and I really got away from that because but even back then it was a slog. If I did it today, I would have to post something every day. There's so much Greyhawk content out there now. I think it'd be
That's
overwhelming
too much.
trying to keep track of it all. And so now I'm less of a variety and I'm more of a, right now I'm just doing comics. But I did post a battle article recently. So, I still once in a while will leak out something.
Here. See, this is like one here. I'm saving this map.
But I've done everything: maps, articles, and adaptations.
Yeah.
Every kind of topic you think of, even topics you don't want to think about. I've done it.
So this is Unconquered Sea Princes. So for all you Scarlet Brotherhood haters like Mike and me, you want this December 3rd, 2020.
Well, everybody hates Scarlet Brotherhood. We still want it in our games, but we still hate it because they are so bad. Yeah, they're good villains. Yep.
They're good villains.
Yeah, they're good villains. They behave in villainous ways.
They do, but they're overdone villains.
No, I don't think so.
Mike.
They maybe if they spread a little bit to everywhere in
no,
Greyhawk.
I like
that I agree,
the
but
Scarlet Brotherhood. I don't like that the Scarlet Brotherhood is
yes, I think the
imperialistic.
I like that they're imperialistic. I just think it's a bit unrealistic that they're so successful everywhere. That's
they were a victim of a board game that needed balance.
There you go. Yep.
I like my Hold the Sea Princes to stay under the Hold the Sea Princes to be a thorn in the side to Keeland and Ulick, and that's kind of What? Just my opinion. So who's this one from Ring of Five? Oh, this is Scott Caspers. So there you go. So you're doing questions back in 2020.
I was doing questionnaire stuff right
Yeah.
there around 2020 was when I was winding the blog down and I took a year off. So I thought it'd be easy just to have other people contribute some of their thoughts and opinions as
Yeah,
content
Yeah.
true.
rather than trying to come up with
Let's go
new
early.
ideas.
Let's go early 2011. The Order of the Illumination of the Soul. Gem from Master Arminas, who has recently been very active in the community with some good Greyhawk materials, often titled Order of the Illumination of the Soul. Sonic Powers. Sonic groups. Oh, this is during 4E.
Yeah. Oh man, I'll tell you, 4E was that was a hard
Challenge.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird times. 4E was a weird edition, not only from a rules perspective, but from a like a community business kind of.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Jim
Third
Ward on
edition
Ring of
was
Five
a
questions.
very
Nice.
good era.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I played Pathfinder during the
That's
4E
awesome.
era, so yeah, so I kind of, in a way, I kind of lost my deep connection with D&D after third edition. 3.5 was the last edition I played as intended and more or less as intended and as it was being published and stuff. After that, I've followed D&D and I'm a dear fan of D&D, but I've never played it the way it's supposed to be played, any official D&D
So
after that.
look at this question from Jim Ward. I ask everyone this next one: if you could be any one Greyhawk deity, which would it be? And Jim Ward answers, I am a Greyhawk deity, though I won't say which one.
Ooh,
Slick, very
that's
slick.
That was funny.
that
Nice.
is awesome.
Cool.
It's so cool that he can say that and rightly get away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is 15 years ago. And there's Anna's old site, which is still
I liked a couple of things in 4E. I liked the fact that spellcasters got cool stuff to do all the time. They didn't run out of spells, the cantrips and stuff. I really liked that. That was a part. And I also liked what 4E did with the planner multiverse. They did some cool stuff. They brought in Shadowfell and they brought in the Feywild. And those planner editions were really cool. So they brought in ideas. I haven't taken it wholesale with the Seelie and Unseelie court, and that I skipped that part. But just the idea of getting the Fae properly in their shadow creatures and stuff. Those were my two favorite things that 4E did. That I think 4E
did do good lore. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that I think those two are my favorite 4E things that 4E did really, really well.
I'm in 2018. There's the Lost Library at Qualish.
Yeah, it was really easy to promote other people's stuff. And,
Yeah, 4E had barely no Greyhawk lore whatsoever. There was a take on Temple of Elemental Evil, if I remember correctly, for 4E.
There was
and maybe something else, but
the Giant series.
Yeah, but that was just rehashes that didn't bring any new lore into it. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was a tough time. Like if there was any scant mention of Greyhawk, I was covering it, and that got kind of
those were really abysmal years for Greyhawk when Greyhawk was forgotten and we never thought he would come back again.
Look at this. Legends and Lore returns.
Yes.
That was not me. It's 2018.
Yeah.
So,
well, we had seasons in the beginning because felt I was busy and I didn't want to sit and we produced and stuff. So we did like 10 episodes and then we took a few weeks off and then we did another 10 episodes or something like that.
Here, update 6/24/2021.
Yeah. But
nowadays,
thank you, Mike, for starting Legends and Lore with me because
it was to the Greyhawk channel. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
first Legends and Lore. Wow.
Yeah, the first when we did the when I created the template that you're still using for the show and stuff. So yeah, and it was stumbly early days, but we babbled us through a couple of a bunch of stuff. So yeah.
Wow.
We tried to talk about Greyhawk and so those were the beginnings. And what did we did 40 shows or something like that before we switched, I think?
29.
29. Okay. Yeah.
29 shows.
Yeah. It was, yeah. So we did like 5 or 7 or maybe, yeah, or something like that. We had a hiatus for like 5-10 weeks in between seasons there. Yeah.
There you go.
Because
I
when
didn't
there were
even
a lot of
realize this was
conventions or
still up.
whatever.
This Greyhawk channel. Whoops. I mean to do
Oh,
that.
if it's on the,
Yeah.
it never goes away. Yeah.
Yeah, on YouTube. I think that's YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah.
very cool.
That's
That's
awesome,
2018.
Patrick. Yeah. We
This
had
is
like 25, 30-ish viewers roughly back then. Started with like 10. I think we reached like 40 was our peak, I think, or something like that.
Here's the Greyhawk channel's fall schedule. Look at I mean, look at all this.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
But
the
he
attempt at a whole
yeah.
network.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was really
Yeah.
ambitious then. He was between jobs and he did it as a full-time job, and
Yeah.
he was like a TV producer or something by trade.
Yeah.
So he had a real setup and he was coming in big time. And the recent Legends of Lore came to be, that was an anecdote, was at Gen Con. Mike and me, we met Shane and a bunch of other people at like a Greyhawk community get together, and Shane had then started running the Greyhawk, yeah, really promoting it, and he was in full swing of setting it up. And I said, you should not only run games, you should have a show where you talk about the setting and lore and all of that. And then his obvious point was like pointing at me, he said, well, then you run it.
You just
And I'm like,
volunteered.
uh-oh, now I put myself in a bad spot. And I just looked at Mike, will you please do it with me? Because I can't sit there for 2 hours and just babble Greyhawk lore. And Mike was like, okay. And so we started it. Yep. That's how it started. Yep.
I'm just coming back here. Let's fight. You got some. Let's
Oh,
fight
thank you,
deities.
Gary. Yeah. Yeah.
I got all my favorite articles in the best of Greyhawkery tab above. There's
Oh, okay.
tabs for some of the better content, so you're not like just aimlessly
All right,
searching.
so whoops.
Like I have my articles that are in Campfire, my
Oh,
best
there
of
we go.
Greyhawkery. I got the comic, all the links to all the comics I've ever done.
Map related wars. 2E. Your wars are here for 2E. Greyhawk monsters in 5th. Sea Princess campaign is completely in here, right?
Yeah, I did a lot of this.
All
a lot of
related
sequences.
here. Miscellaneous
Wow.
stuff. Your A to Z's are here, which is really cool. We do a lot. I like A to Z. I love the A
Yeah.
to Z stuff. Like so, for example, here we go A to Z magic items. And there you can just go here A, B, C, D, E, F, G all the way
So
through.
in the blogging community, they used to do these A to Z things where they would
Yeah.
A to
Yep.
Z every day. And I'm like,
Mhm.
that's too much work. I'm not going to do that. So I just did A to Z all in one post.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what it was. Okay, that neat stuff. Well, that's good that you have that. So go if you really want to hit the best of Greyhawkery here, and that's where you can really get some good stuff. So here, Battle of Blackwater Bend. Here's some battles. I use versus the Wolf Nomads, right? And look, Mike always has all these movements and stuff and what happened and synopses of the battle. This is all during his 2E era, right?
No, those are historical.
Oh, these are historical ones, not your
actual
campaign.
historical.
Okay.
The 2E one was my campaign.
Okay. All right. I thought that these were actually your.
No, I did not run that. That's actually from Gary's Gygax's articles.
Very cool. Alrighty.
So the latest one I did on Fortnite's Length, I did, with Von Moku and there's
That's
a few
not linked here, right?
It should be in the best. It should be.
Here's wars, right? Oh, here it is. And this is recent, right?
Yeah.
We went over this. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Battle of Fortnite's Length.
So that's like one of the first collaborations I've ever done
Troop movements,
on the blog.
all that stuff, man.
Yeah,
all that's really cool.
I've always loved that stuff as a kid.
Yeah, because it feels real, right? It makes the setting feel real that there's actually kingdoms and troops and political enemies all going at each other, and that's and you got the maps done, which is great. I mean, for it. So you got where the advancing was and all the defending and things. And you got the synopsis of the troop movements. And look here you go. Here's more of it. Yeah, it's great.
It's so yeah, a lot of passion projects go into that, and because it's blog format, you can
Wow, and
just
look, I
throw them
mean,
up whenever.
yeah, this is negative 110 CY, everyone. So this is, and if you're in the standards 576 game, this is 700 years ago, roughly.
It's funny, if you're talking, topic is resources.
Yep.
My blog is a resource. Now,
Yep.
is
Yeah.
it a
Absolutely.
authority? Well, is it an authority on stuff? Not necessarily. I like to think that mine's entertaining,
Well, it's a
a little
personal take with a
educational.
lot of
Yeah,
underbuilt from decades of Greyhawk experience
yeah.
and written with a passion for the setting in mind, so to speak.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
Whoops, hit the wrong button there. I want to go here and do the shout out. All right. Well, we're about 10 minutes to go here. So, anyone else have anything else, any other locations or sites or reference resources you use that we missed? How's that sound? I think we.
Well, I can mention, well, people know my website, but I can mention my Notion site because that's where I store a lot of my stuff, and it's going to get more use in the future too. So
Notion. Okay.
yeah, my Notion site. It's actually fairly easy. It's annabemeyer.notion.site. So I put it in there.
All right. One sec.
Because Notion is actually a good a decent service for distributing tons of content. Still, they haven't shitified that much, so you can pay
Okay.
50 or I pay like $100 a year or something like that, and I can store tons and tons and tons of stuff there.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so and you can search through things. So it has probably the most complete, easy to search through stuff. So hang on a second. Yeah.
So also, please, Rob, link Valmoku's site if you can.
Hang on a second. I can find that one, I think.
Yeah. That one too. Whew.
There we go.
That's that.
It's Nyrond at wordpress.com.
All right. So let me go back to keep on closing the Twitch site out because I just don't want to crash the stream with it on.
So yeah, Greycast is definitely it's a good take. Podcasting is its own thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kudos to them guys for doing Greycast.
So this is Valmoku's Nyron site.
Yeah. And I can mention on my Patreon, if you go there, there's the library where you can search things and they're tagged. Almost everything that I put on Patreon is tagged. They're collections you can search through for things.
Right.
That's another great way of finding them. So yeah, Greycast is on probably permanent hiatus. They asked me earlier this year, was like 6 months ago or something like that, if I wanted to be part of taking over the podcast or anyone wanted. So they kind of, but it's burnout is a clear thing.
Why did they go on? Why did they, Mattias?
Well, they felt they had so much to do, meaning Matthias had a family. He had like, what is it, 4 or 5 kids. And
he
moved to the US. He has like 4 or 5 kids, took a job. He's a pastor at a church, so he got really busy at work. He has a big family. I think he has like 5 kids or something.
Okay, I mean, real life gets in the way, man. It's just
like,
so it's
totally understand. Yeah,
we all know it's a lot of work. Everyone knows.
And
how much work
to run
is, so.
and to run something like that by yourself, then you have to get guests and co-host all the time and stuff. So so I can totally get it. So yes, they did. I was on there like 3 times, and they were fantastic to talk to. So
And so here's Valmoku's site, Rise of Nyrond. So this is a Living Greyhawk era, 591. So this is Living Greyhawk era onward.
Yeah. And he talks both about Nyrond in general, but also about his campaign and stuff. So, but if you want to have cool inspiration, cool inspirational stuff on Nyrond, that's the site to go to. Yeah.
Coop, it's no longer working. Just yeah, it's still working. Just go down. Maybe my link isn't working. Okay, but go onto the page. I'll change that. So if you see where About Laura Kazumba is on my page, 14,300 followers, and then go Greg Claves, click it right there, and it works. If you click it on the front page, that works. Excuse me. Throat's getting a little scratchy. All right. So, good. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion tonight.
Yeah,
Fun,
hopefully
huh?
we provided a little bit of stuff. Yep.
So, we already showed the comic. Mike, what else is going on?
Okay, so the 5e Paranland campaign, we have now ventured outside Paranland, and we're in the Vesu Forest tangling with King Bog in the Throne of Ayu's adventure.
Yes.
Except I adapted this. There is no Ayus and there is no throne.
Oh, okay.
But there is a King Bog who they are currently in the middle of fighting, and they're quite frustrated with the situation. But the fight with the some rather tough clan of orcs, it's been quite a romp even for these high level 5e characters.
Good.
So
Cool.
where we go from there, I don't know yet.
That snake thing circles way down, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and the snake burial mound in that module is based on a real burial mound in Ohio.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of those out there. They just, there's a lot of lost civilization, man. I just saw a show, and it's the first time I saw it. I don't know if it's correct, because I know that they said humanity went down to like 1,000 or 1,500 people during that.
There's estimates. The numbers shifts depending on how advanced the DNA technology becomes, so to speak. So yeah.
But they did DNA analysis on percentage of diversity that says humanity 80,000 years ago went down to 40 people. Which I don't know if
No, I saw the latest. I saw a video from a German from the Max Planck Institute that did some of. They say now they're guessing more like 1,500, 2,000 or something.
Okay,
so
right.
so, but what some of them said, it's simply because it's because these are best estimate,
right?
Depending on how good the science becomes. So when the science get better, they can guess. It's a bit like astronomy. When you get a better telescope, you can see better, and then you can make a better estimate. And it's a bit the same way. The more detail you can look into it, the older DNA you can, more samples, and you can sequence them better. Then you can get the more knowledge we have, the better guesstimate we can make, so to speak. So yeah.
All right, so
exactly. That's
That's just what I saw on the show. I was like,
well,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they said if a few thousand, 1,500 was what they could guess from there. But then they say, but that's what we know because it's not a perfect record. There might be more hidden there because we're talking things that happened 1 million years ago or 500,000 or somewhere around there, I think.
So, what else you got going on, Anna? You on Friday?
Yes, I'm on Friday and I'm editing rivers and stuff, and I will probably do that for a couple of more days, and then I can do render textures, and we will have beautiful things to look at. Yeah.
So, if you want to see some really cool stuff, I mean, and why I'm like a little stressed, not a lot, but a little bit. Well, here's what's coming up the next 3 days. Right. Let me bring up something else here. See, this is where I should have been preparing while you guys were talking, but blah, I didn't. So we go to that. All right, and we go here. Okay, I got everything up. So tomorrow night, finish a 2-parter. That's wrong. That one's up. Okay. Close that and go here.
We have famous people in chat.
There she is, and that's who we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's it. So, yes, Tiffany, there's Tiffany's character right there. So this is at the end where we left off in adventure number 1181, the Deceiver. And so fighting bugbears and cockatrices still, and so people were turned to stone back here. It's actually not that close, but that's Tree Guard, Southern Tree Guard, and Celine, where almost all the elves are turned to stone, with the exception of one. And Tiffany's friend, who came along, the bard, who's a terrible singer, got turned to stone right at the beginning of the combat, which I found really hysterical. But yeah, and so we are. This is tomorrow night, so part 2, we finish up Armed and Dangerous. Tiffany, Rose Nickel, Myriad, Show Me the Dice, Cherry Blossom, and Tom will be playing as well. With I'll have Mitch Sharp, the NPC. So that's the group, and they're going to try to confront Larisha, the most pure and lovely is her name. So that's who they think is behind this. An elven woman who's gone back into the northern sus. So that is tomorrow night. Let me see if I have this shout out correct. Yep, and that's a Black Oak Workshop giveaway. So we do dice bag there. Yes, good old Mitchell. Oh man. Oh my God, Wolf, that's mean. All right, and then here is Saturday. We have a double header. Yes, I am mentally insane. Starting off with adventure number 1183, because 82 happened last Saturday. 83, Mystery at Knoll Dare. A little bit of an abridged version of this, a lot of an abridged version of this, okay? So there are 2 shadow mages on this adventure, and they're being directed to go to Knoll Dare for a purpose. Of course they are, from the Black Tower, which they can see. But in Altamira, if you're not a shadow mage, it looks like the Seeker's Tower. Oh, by the way, yes, and Tiffany's character Gemma joined the Seekers last week. Yes, so we have a new member of the Seekers in the campaign. Tiffany and Bella and Rachel and Mark from Marquee are back in, and Curtis and Brett playing. That is at 11 a.m. They'll run 11 to 3.
Speaking
Yes.
of Curtis, next time anyone sees Curtis, give him a belated happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Curtis.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. It was yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
Yep.
it was. Yes, he turned. I don't know. Yeah, he's younger than me. How's that sound? Still, he'll always be
Yeah.
younger than me. But yes, it
He's
was his
way younger
birthday.
than me.
It was
Yep.
his birthday yesterday. Yes, and that is part
Awesome.
1. That'll go from 11 to 3. Okay. We will be back 7 o'clock Eastern for a special event, and this is from the St. Jude fundraiser. This was Curtis's win gift. He chose the game that Tiffany offered in her D6 system. Okay. So the 1-page D6 dungeon, and Tiffany is going to GM for, and it's the Grim Hunters, and nobody's found. I'm playing, Ed Greenwood's playing, Anna's playing, and Curtis and Brett are playing.
They have a long day. Yep.
Yes, it'll be a long day for both of us, but there'll be a break in between.
Mhm.
Yes, so, and that'll be at 7 o'clock Eastern time. We'll get that rolling. And her D6 dungeon's only 2 pages. Tiffany, I'm gonna send it out to all the other people in the Discords. Okay, the one I got. All right, if you don't mind, that way they have it. So, yes, it'll be a fun time. Really a fun time. Looking forward to it. Let me see here. Let me shout you both out there. Definitely a blast and a half. Really excited about it. That'll be that's funny. And that's 5 streams, and then we'll have a Gavin on Sunday night. So we'll have 6 streams, and that'll be a doubleheader day on Saturday. Alrighty, and that'll end it up there for us. So anyone else with anything else to shout out here as we finish up this Legends of Lore second stream of the week? So we had another big one yesterday. I think Troll Lord's on, so I think we'll raid into Troll Lord. I imagine it is my gosh, my brain is off. Crane. I imagine it's Crane on. She's probably doing some kind of reading. Let me see. Yeah, she's doing a reading, so we'll go. Yeah, we'll do her. Do Crane here. Waiting on the Troll Lord. Right? Sound good. Oh, yeah. Oh, guess what? I did not get on the front page of next week, so you don't have to worry about that. So yes, it'll be of course not. So it'll be for May. So we're all good. We're all good. So you don't have to worry about that next week. But thank you all. Thanks, Mike and Aaron. Great show. Great discussion.
Thank you, and thank you everybody
Yeah.
for watching. Yeah.
Got to figure out, we'll figure out what I'm doing for Gavin on Sunday. We'll figure that one out, but we'll worry about that
Yeah.
later. So, and enjoy. It's a tie. Yeah. So hopefully I'll keep the shirt on still, and hopefully they'll be worth it. Thanks, Wolf. Thank you all. Oh, giveaways. Let's do the giveaways, right? Do the giveaway. Your choice. Classic D&D reprints. Here we go. Choice of 2. Dun. Sorry about that. I'm just losing my mind here. All right, here we go. Excuse me. Closing it out. Here we go. Let's see who wins. Your choice of 2. Winner is Touch of Evil. Touch of Evil. Congrats. Let me know what you have, what you don't have. Do you have Salt Marsh? I have you 1 and you 2. Touch. Oh, you're in Belgium? All right. Touch. I'll get you Troller gift certificates in lieu of, okay? Yeah, I can't even imagine how much this would cost, but you will get something. All right, so let me get you a Troller gift certificate in lieu of it. I'll get you 25. All right? We got you. Just give me a little bit of time because I'm out of the 25s, but I'll get you one from Chuck. Chuck's away, but I'll ask Obsidian to cut it. It shouldn't be a problem. So, very cool. Yep, no problem. That way you can get whatever content you want on the site. Thank you for working with me on that. Alrighty, we'll see you all tomorrow at 7. We'll finish up with the Deceiver. Yes, if you saw any of the pictures, it is, yes, it's going to be a challenge for the group, but I like challenges and they like challenges too. We get some good storylines going, and then we'll see you all on Anna's on Friday, and we'll see you for a doubleheader on Saturday.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hitting the wrong button here. See ya!
Bye.
Setting up the raid into Troll Lord. Thank you for the follows and everything. By the way,
Troll Lord come in here. Yes, they raided here.
Oh, they just raided into us?
Yes.
Oh my
29
gosh. Okay.
people. Yep.
All right. Oh.
You have to plan, change plans here. Yep.
Oh, yeah, so I was just about to raid into you guys. That's good. And, all right, so
Yep.
let me take a look.
If you have a double raid, you raid into each other and double the viewers at the
Korg
last
is
minute.
on. Korg the Mighty is on. I want to do someone in my stream team. Let me see who else we got. Is that it? In the stream team? That looks like it. Road check. We'll do Korg. Hey, thank you, Crane. Thank you very much. It's really appreciated. Seriously. Let's go into Korg's a great guy. Let's go into Korg's not playing this weekend, so let's go into Korg. All right? Setting it up. Please say hi to Korg the Mighty, the worst monk ever. I know he's not doing D&D, but that's okay. Good guy. Nice. Get it up there. All right. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. See you tomorrow. That was weird. I'm glad we caught it. I'm glad we didn't do a double raid back.
Oh yeah, I just saw it. Just
Yeah,
when you
okay.
said we're raiding into Troll Lord, and I saw them popping in in chat as a raid. Yeah.
Awesome.